Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of markrushtongallery.com. You can go there and sign up for my mailing list. Check out my paintings. None of these are on there just yet, but maybe in a few days here. We're gonna go over last night's book painting here in a minute. But first, earlier today, I had like an idea. I got somebody that's like kind of like working on a book, and they wanted me to sketch out some ideas with regard to fruit. And I said, I don't know if I can just draw something, but I can fashion something. And so I took, sorry about that, took my Pulley printer here and took some photos of fruit on the internet, and then attempted to use acrylic ink to kind of paint them in. And this one didn't turn out so well, the orange. I mean, it was okay. I guess you can kind of tell that's an orange, but I used it anyway. Always use everything. Then I think the next best one was this celery here. Now, as long as you don't get too close to it, this was just like coloring it in. I guess that's sort of like celery. It's a little dark, but hey, it's an experiment. It's like the first time, right? And then I had the cherries. And the cherries were the first one that I sort of painted. That one turned out very, very nice, I think. So printed that off on the Pulley printer. As a took the painting and I rendered it as a line. All of these were rendered as line drawings. Printed off onto this. It's essentially receipt paper. It's a thermal printed photograph. That one turned out pretty good. Of course, the thermal printed paper is going to take things different than the spun bonded olefin, but I think by and large, I like that. I'll keep that around. I might put that on a bag or something. This one is definitely going on a tote bag. Pretty happy with the apple. Is that an apple? That's kind of an apple. My first attempt at an apple. You know? Not too bad there. The apple and the cherry. Those are the two. I'm going to keep going with it. Not tonight. Tonight we're going to look at last night's book painting here and get this mounted onto cardstock. This is the summed number of nominations. Let's get this together here. Where is there it is. Here it is. I was hoping to go out to Hobby Lobby tonight, but I got a little busy with a project and didn't make it out before they close at 8 o'clock. I'll go tomorrow. I need to get a new pre-cut mat here because this one is a little long in the tooth. That looks good. Yeah, that one's got a little friendly fire on it. Got a little friendly fire. I'll show you here in just a second. I'll show you. you go. Putting that down with the Tyvek tape. This thing needs to be squished by something heavy here. That's good. I like that. Yeah, this down here. That's better. But that's good. That's good. I like how that turned out. I like how that turned out with the numbers up there and the little explanation on the bottom and the landscape motif. A little bit of Rothko effect. Very nice. I'll probably tomorrow I'll probably go and get the rest of these photographed in frames, and yeah, I've got 5 here, so I'll have 6. I'll have 6 by tomorrow. I'm really kicking it out, man. Cheers. My evening vanilla kefir, Kelowna Supernatural, 100% organic vanilla kefir. Got the probiotics in it. Grass-fed cows, Amish cows, Mennonite cows. That's good. Get a quarter of that for about the price of a dozen eggs these days. So we're gonna do a book painting, as is my wont. I got these other books here that I've not dug into yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to dig into them for a bit. Selected Topics in Advanced Statistics, an elementary approach. Look at this cover here. Oh, this book was going to be thrown away. Professor of Educational Psychology and Psychology at the University of Illinois. What year is this? 1971. Put that aside here. Oh, here's another one by Maurice. Discriminant Analysis, the Study of Group Differences. Oh, we do that all the time now, don't we? 1970. I was 3 years old. This was a bestseller. Whoa, what's going on over here? Look at that. Is that legal? I don't know. Should paint one like this, sideways rather than portrait, landscape rather than portrait. What do you think? That's a different type of paper. We'll do that later. We're still working through tree models of similarity and association by James Corder. Slowly but surely. Stop calling me Shirley. There we go. Applications. The ultrametric tree of organizational structure. It's going to be this side. Page 37. As a demonstration exercise, data were gathered from faculty at Teachers College, Columbia University, concerning a hypothetical reorganization of the departmental structure. Teachers College is a large graduate school affiliated with Columbia University, encompassing programs in education, psychology, and the health professions. At the time of the survey, there were 17 separate departments at the school, organized into 5 divisions. Questionnaires were distributed. Oh, God. So this book was going to be thrown away, and I thought, you know what? Let's try to turn it into something here. So, been starting off every book painting lately with my mid-tone, which is Flame Orange by De La Rowney. One of my favorite acrylic inks. I don't have any paper towels here. I'm going to have to cut some paper towels up in a bit. First, let's kind of smear this with our Viva multi-service. My favorite paper towel. It's got those grooves in there. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I gotta get some paper towels here. This is the Viva. See that? Viva. Not the cloth. It's the what do they call that? Multi-surface. I like the brownies too. Sparkles are all right, but I like the Viva. All right. And to clean my hands, last night I went to, well, I think you can guess where I went to last night. If you didn't see last night's video, I went to Costco. Welcome to Costco. I love you. And it was, probably within a half an hour of closing. So it was fairly, I mean, there were lots of people still talking on the phone like boomers getting in my way, but it wasn't that busy. It's the perfect time for me to go. My wife got a membership at Costco for some reason. That's not a store I would go to. I mean, did I really need to buy $20 worth of baby? I mean, it's a huge box, but I'll use them. What are we going to do tonight? We're going to do tonight here with the painting. What are we going to do tonight? Are we done with winter? Are we done with winter? We were supposed to get a bunch of snow the other night. We got nothing. I think we got a flake. But we're going to work at it here a little bit. I need to throw down some acrylic ink first. So let's purple and red. Purple up top. I was in the drugstore tonight. Tonight was drugstore night. And what were they playing in the grocery store? What were they playing in the drugstore tonight? That old Wham song, Everything She Wants. It's been forever since I've heard Everything She Wants. It's just not good enough. Can't work any harder than he does. Doesn't even love her. Poor George. I mean, all the '80s music now is it's the new it's the new oldies for the most part. That drugstore had been playing this weird '70s music for after Christmas. I mean, it was like stuff from Jefferson Starship albums I'd never heard of. And what was it? The Outlaws. And what else were they playing in there? It's the craziest stuff, man. I had to use a little app on my phone. Like, what is this song? I don't even know who this is, right? Maybe we should go with a little blue up top. Now they're back to the 80s. Poor George Michael. Trying to be a nice guy, and the ladies just walk all over him. Trying to trap him with a kid. It's like it's like the classic. It's kind of a red pill song, right? Everything she wants. It's just not good enough. He's like questioning if it's my best isn't good enough, then how the hell can it be good enough for two? That's a red pill song, man. It's a big proto red pill song, right? Like the dude's like completely questioning the chick and the relationship. Like, I don't know. I kind of found it fascinating. I was like listening to that, just going, you know what? That George Michael. I think at that time he was like not sure whether he was, because he was dating chicks, going through them. He was dating chicks and dudes. But yeah, everything she wants, man. That's kind of a red pill song. Think about it. That's how it struck me. Old George Michael cranking out the red pill songs. Wait, we can't have that. Man, those songs from the 70s though, they all got the big drums, and well, they're not quite big drums yet, because the big drums didn't really happen until Peter Gabriel's Intruder, where Phil Collins was playing the gated drums, right? Which became In the Air Tonight, the gated drum sound. And then everybody needed, I want that drum sound, right? Man, I'm about out of this. I got to order some. But you had a lot of drum kit action there in the 70s. Just constantly all those filling in the drums, and kind of amazing. All that. I'm jazz influenced. Okay, whatever. Why aren't you playing in a jazz band? Well, because there's no money in jazz. It's only money in rock and roll. Hoochie Coo. I hear that every now. I used to hear that every now and then in the store. Big rock and roll Hoochie Coo. Who was rock and roll Hoochie Coo? Was that Rory Gallagher? Was that Rory Gallagher? I'm not sure. We got this guy. Not sure. Okay. Rock and roll. No, maybe it was Johnny Winter. Was rock and roll Hoochie Coo? Was that Rick Derringer? Or John? I gotta look that up here. Hold on here. There's a big diversion. Let that paint dry. Rock and roll Hoochie Coo. Rick Derringer. And wait a second, Rick Derringer and Johnny Winter. I was right. Am I right on both? Rock and roll Hoochie Coo. Rick Derringer. Was initially recorded by Johnny Winter in 1970 in his band, which included Rick Derringer. According to Derringer, the first song I wrote for Johnny Winter was Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo. My God. Hold on here. I went over the Wikipedia page here. I'm gonna share this here. I'm gonna share this. This is so hilarious. Let me share the screen here. Share the Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo. All right, we get that going on here. Yeah, there we go. Big Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo was a rock song written by Rick Derringer. It was the first recorded by Johnny Winter and his band Johnny Winter of which that's a terrible name for a band, which Derringer was a member. Derringer recorded a solo version, which is his only top 40 chart hit as a solo artist in the United States. Became a classic of 70s, staple of 70s classic rock radio. Both Winter and Derringer have recorded multiple versions, so that's funny. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna knock out this one here. Remove that. There we go. Back to the painting. Look at that. Wait a second. Was it him or him? Oh, it was both. That's hilarious, man. I cracked myself up with my musical not knowledge. Be one of those people in the bar back in the day. No, I'm pretty sure it was Johnny Winter. I'm pretty sure it was Rick Derringer. You know, it might have been both. What are you talking about? What do you know? You big Markipedia, you big think you know it all. How dare you? How dare you? Oh my God, there's some friendly fire. Oh my, that's not good. That's not good. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I clean up on aisle 4 here. Look at this. Mess. What a mess. That one's gonna be crusty tomorrow. Oh my God. Sharing. Stop sharing. Hold on here. Stop sharing. There we go. Have to do some little technical difficulties here. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We've got mustard all over aisle 4 here. It's a friendly fire incident it was America's favorite acrylic paint all over the dang place. Make sure you say dang. This is a family channel. All right. Time to bring in the ink. What are we going to do tonight with the ink, guys? What do you think? Do 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 da 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 do 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 do. I gotta get more Amazon. Oh, wait, no, Amsterdam ink. Running out here. Ew. That's all right. Now what we do is we do this little dance here. Do this funny little dance. The reductive technique. Sometimes it produces the Rothko effect. It also has a side effect of revealing the words on the page. Throw some kefir down there on that page, Rushton, and see what happens. I don't know. There you go. Hurry up. We haven't got time to mess around here. Rocket. Why did I get on this? Oh, because it was like the grocery store. The store was playing rock and roll hoochie coo. They're playing, or the Jefferson Star. It was from the album. I think it was Red Octopus. Is that the name of the album? I was like looking that up, going, "What's this? Who buys this?" Somebody out there. How old is Grace Slick now? She's like 83. Can you imagine? She's like still alive. Grace Slick, 83. She was a painter there for a while and exhibited. Good for her. She quit singing. She's just like, anybody doing rock and roll in their 50s is just embarrassing. Always like that Grace Slick. She's always. I'd always watch her on. Where did I see her on? Like back in the early days of like that E channel on cable. Do you remember the E channel? And they would have Howard Stern on there, and he would like interview celebrities. He'd have people like Grace Slick on there. I remember seeing that. You just every night it was just Howard Stern and Grace Slick. What's going on here? Why is it Howard Stern and Grace Slick? Makes no sense at all. This is fun. It was fun. It was like, oh, that's the real Grace Slick. She seems like very opinionated, but you know. But I don't know. Interesting way, I guess. I don't know. What do I know? Thinking we might work this up here as well. I think I didn't bring that down far enough. And we'll just kind of Northern Lights, right? It's got the Northern Lights thing. We're going to adjust this. Not a big. I need to just work that line there. Okay, next up. I'm running out of that. That's trouble. Rothko effect. It's the Roscoe effect. This guy knew he had his uncle. His uncle had some issues. He could never remember my name. He didn't know it was Rushton. He thought it was Roscoe instead of Rushton. He'd be like, "Hey, Roscoe." I always thought that was kind of funny. My name is changed to Roscoe. Roscoe B. Coltrane. Yep. All right. That's gonna be good there. Let's clean my hands up here real fast. Take a look at this, and that's nice. I think this is, I do think I need to kind of pivot just a little bit off the book paintings. I've been doing them for a week, and I think maybe it's time to kind of try something else, for a few days and see what's going on. I mean, I love the book paintings. They've just turned out beautifully this week, but um, only going to grind it out so much. All right, so that'll be good. I like that. But I like this too. I like this stuff as well. That's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Is this our thumbnail here? Is this going to be our thumbnail for today? Hello, YouTube. Is this going to be the thumbnail? It might be. We'll see. All right. That is it for today. Mark Rushton, markrushtongallery.com. Links are all down below. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging